Well, happy Martin Luther King Day, everybody. Thought I'd do a quick video on my latest acquisition. This is the third time I've started this video, so hopefully the last time I forgot to put push the damn record button, so hopefully I'll do a little better on this one. You're looking at my latest acquisition. This is a Gorillas Black Umbee. Now, this is the first Gorillas Black that I've had, and it's about a 14-inch male. This fish was donated to me by one of my good buddies, Calvin. Calvin and his brother came over yesterday and dropped off this male Gorillas Black that he has had since it was, a 1-incher. So if you think the fish is gorgeous, it's not any of my doing at this point. It's all Calvin. But it's a beautiful fish. The coloring is much darker than the Rio Mags that I'm used to. This fish comes from Colombia, and I believe it's from the Rio Playas, if I remember correctly. I remember reading about these being imported here about 10 years ago or so, I think is when they first came into the hobby. And the gentleman that collected them down in Colombia elected to name the fish Gorillas Black. And I'll go with that name since he went down there and caught him. I guess you got to give him his due and respect the name that he's put on him. So we'll call it Gorillas Black. So far, the fish has proven to be pretty aggressive. Now, this fish has only been in the tank for it's been about 24 hours now. And he's starting to display, I think, his probably more normal behavior at this point. Of course, when he first came in, he was a little shy, but fish have a way of getting back to their normal behavior pretty quickly when they're put into very, very large tanks. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Calvin, but Calvin had this in a 180, and it's now in my 1,000-gallon system along with this Red Devil pair and its fry. The Red Devils, if you recall, spawned 3 months ago or so. I think I did a video on those a while ago, and it's got about 40 or so of the fry left in this tank. Now, if this Umbee is anything like Calvin tells me it is, some of these fry are probably in jeopardy as he gets used to the tank, because apparently he's been pretty good at eating the fry of other fish that that he was in with. So there is some glare because I've got tanks on the other side, and I'm trying to get this thing up close so you can see them, but there's some glare bouncing off of this, so I apologize, but we'll do the best we can. His markings are very different than the normal Umbee, and body shape isn't a whole lot different, but it is a little deeper bodied, and it does remind me quite a bit of a couple of the species that share the same genus as the Umbees, and those being Krausi and Spectabile. It really has a very similar shape to a speck, and a little more deep bodied than most of the Umbees I've seen. Now, this may not be true of all Gorillas Black. Again, I can only talk about the fish I've had, and since this is the only one I've had, who knows? There's always individual variation in a species, so you've got to take the descriptions with a grain of salt. But it's got a very a slightly different look than the Rio Magdalena's Umbees do. In fact, since I've got this male in here, I'm thinking that I will probably try to spawn him with one of the female mags I've got in here. I'm not a big fan of hybrids, but I think there's a compelling case to breeding geographic variants of the same species. I had great results back in the old days when I was spawning Dovis left and right, with mixing the Costa Rican and the Nicaraguan to come up with some extremely robust fish with dramatic colors and very aggressive, intelligent, active kind of fish. And part of that, I think, is due to the fact that you've got a very broad gene pool when you are taking geographic variants that are from very different areas and of the same species. And I think that might work pretty well with the with these guys as well. So we will do an experiment since I don't have a male Rio mag at the moment. Now, if I do come across a good Rio mag, then I will more than likely try to spawn him with my females as well. I had a male in here, if you recall, a year ago or so, but the male and one of these two females that are still around were spawning in that corner, and the female got the best of the male and killed him. So since then I haven't brought any males in, and if I find a good one, I might bring it in. But for now, I think we're going to let this Gorillas Black intermix, spawn with the females, and we'll see how that goes. So that's probably about all I've got for you today. I did get a couple other fish yesterday. Vince, Calvin's brother, was here as well, and he brought me up a little Gramotes and some Spilum, which are over here with my Aslanum. There's the little Spilum, maybe 4 inches, and I don't know where the Gramotes is right now, but he's there. I think no, that's an Aslanum. He's in here somewhere. We'll see him one of these days as he gets a little bit bigger. But in any case, I guess that's about it. Things are going pretty well, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of short, but I wanted to get something out with this new guy. And again, we'll see if we can't get a close-up. But he's towards the top of the tank, and every time I try to do this, it really glares from the other side. If I do that, it's just he just doesn't want to cooperate. But I guess that's a pretty good shot of him. In any case, hope everybody's doing well, and I'll talk to you again next time. Take care.